Hey everyone, this is Josh Snell. I'm the administrative assistant over at the Fort Thomas campus, and lately I've been working with our online community, ministering to them during this COVID time. I'm super excited to share today's Wednesday Word with you guys from the Fort Thomas campus, our new building. It's beautiful and amazing. And I wanted to just share with you guys today from 2 Corinthians chapter 1. There's a couple of just beautiful things that Paul says, and the Lord, I think, would just really comfort us with. So I'm going to go verses, jump around a little from verses 3 and 4, then all the way to verses 9. It says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all comfort. He comforts us in our affliction, so that we may be able to comfort those who are in any kind of affliction, through the comfort that we ourselves receive from God." So God obviously He comforts us through all kinds of afflictions. There's nothing outside of the bounds of our affliction that God cannot come into and work to redeem and to comfort us through. And as a result of that, we can comfort those around us through, again, any kind of affliction, because we have been comforted from God. And so there's something really interesting, though. He uses a real life example a few verses later of a time when they thought they were going to die. He says, "We do not want you to be aware, brothers and sisters, of our affliction that took place in Asia." This is Paul talking. "We were completely overwhelmed beyond our strength, so that we even despaired of life itself. Indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death, so that we would not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead." And so it's amazing that Paul uses this example of a time when they thought they were going to die. And yet through that time of such affliction that they actually thought their lives were going to end, that God comforted them and God delivered them. And Paul uses this example for two reasons. One, because it actually happened. And so he's just relating the story of this time when they thought they were going to die, but God comforted and delivered them. But two, it also shows us from his words in the first verses here that even in times when we think we could die, in times where there is no human way out, like of all the things that are impossible for humans to get away from, death's inescapable. Death will happen, and there's nothing humans can do to make it stop. It's out of the bounds of human ability to not die. And yet even in that area where there's no earthly way, no humanly way, God says, "I will comfort you and I will deliver you. So you will put your trust in me. You can trust me in areas where you think there is no earthly way to get out, no earthly way to make it, no earthly way this could end well." And God says, "Trust in me." Even if it doesn't end the way you want it to at the time. Here's one of the other beautiful things about heaven and knowing the Lord, is even if we're not happy with the results this side of heaven, we'll get there eventually. And we will eventually conform ourselves to the will of our Father, so that even if it's life-threatening, even if it's something that says there is no earthly way, God says, "I'm with you. I will comfort you. I will help you. I will deliver you. Put your trust in me, the God who raises the dead." So praying for you guys this week. I pray our whole church family would just trust in the Lord, even when it seems like there's no earthly way, that we would remember that our God, Pastor Brad talked about this, think of specific promises. Think here in 2 Corinthians, our God promises that he is the God who raises the dead. He is that powerful beyond all human measure. Thanks. Have a great week.